No one really talks about how lonely it can be building something of your own, something that is not typically familiar or that goes with the status quo or what's normal or what's deemed normal by society. And I did create a video earlier today talking about being the black sheep of the family. And assuming if my channel found you, I'm going to assume you are someone who is very ambitious, that doesn't want to have the normal life, and has a lot of aspirations for yourself. And being a child growing up and being the black sheep, you typically think differently than really everyone else that you're surrounded with. And I feel like being the black sheep tends to be more of a negative thing that people will say out loud. Like, you don't feel like you're a part of the social circle that you grew up in necessarily. And for a while, I saw it as a bad thing. I saw it as a thing where I felt like I had to belong in some way, that thinking differently, doing things differently was a bad thing. Because if you think about it, challenging your parents or challenging what is normal is something that's really bad. You're expected just to take what you get, listen, and do what you're supposed to do. And if you go against that, you get in trouble for it. Which is why I feel like a lot of us fear change, fear uncertainty, fear doing something different outside your comfort zone, even though if you know deep inside it's the right thing to do. And I mean, growing up, just to give a little bit of background, I was the child who was pushed to the side by family, by friends. I got bullied. I was overweight, to name one. My brothers were thin and they got more attention than me. And I struggled with school for a while. I had difficulty believing in the religion that I was basically indoctrinated in. I grew up being Catholic. I never believed it. I also didn't grow up straight. No, I'm not straight, I'm bisexual. So there's that aspect too. And I would always think differently. Like anytime my parents would tell me to do something, I would almost kind of have like this like mental back and forth in my head of like, that's not right. Like, why are you doing that? That's not fair. Like, you're telling me to do this, but you can't do it for yourself. Like, I wanted to say so much, but I felt like I was so boxed in my own brain that it didn't feel like I could be vocal about things. Up until I started growing up a little bit, I feel like now I'm in a position in my life where I finally have control. I finally have say of what I want to do. I finally have the autonomy to do things for myself. And I didn't always have that. And for some time now, even in high school, even in the times where I was starting to get that freedom, I still was thinking the same way, like I should just do what my parents tell me to do, go to college, get a degree, work 40 hours a week, do that for 40 years, and maybe get a good pension or 401k and retire and maybe live a good 5, 10 years after that, living paycheck to paycheck. Like, that's what I thought life was until I started trusting myself a little bit more and doing things little by little that challenge the status quo of what every person should be doing after you get out of school, basically. And I look at the life of like my parents and my friends and people who are doing the normal thing or the right thing, and they're not happy. They're not happy. They are living paycheck to paycheck. They're struggling with finances. They live at their job. Like my mom, she works 70, 80-hour weeks just to pay for all the bills that she has. And she's sleeping all the time. She's working and hardly gets time to get time off, like barely has freedom. And in order to get time off, like she has to ask like a month in advance. Like, in what world is that humane? In what world did we normalize that? And unfortunately, it's the world we're in right now. And it shouldn't be normalized. And the only way to to get out of that is being different, going against the status quo, paving your own path, taking the road less taken, like building a business, building something for yourself. And I feel like we are such in a unique time right now where we have the ability to create our own future, especially with me being a woman. Not all women had those freedoms like 20 years ago, even. We were expected to be the housemaid and have children and just clean the house and cook for our husbands and live that life and obey and be submissive. Like, no, like now we can have the same autonomy that men have nowadays. And I am super grateful to live in a generation where I finally have that. And now I am finally waking up a little bit to my own reality and where I'm at, because I clocked myself. And this happened like a week ago. Actually, when I started this channel, like about 6 days ago, I told myself, Delilah, like, you were literally going for the status quo, going for the thing that you told yourself you didn't want to be a part of. But because it was always told to me that I had to go on this path, that's what felt right to me. That's what felt normal to me. And I told myself, I'm like, Delilah, like, you want so many great things in life. You want to make a lot of money. You want to have, you know, this car, this house. You want to have more freedom and time for yourself. You want to be able to give back to your family. You want to be able to be a provider for your family one day. Like, I want to do all these things, but I can't do that if I'm living the average life. And living average isn't a bad thing. You know, a lot of people do it for a reason, but if you look at it nowadays, like, there is so much pain and suffering going around us that shouldn't even be existing. But because our government and the way the world is, unfortunately, a lot of people are struggling. They are living paycheck to paycheck. And I am very fortunate enough to be living in the position where I am, where I get to be home. I have a supportive family. I have good friends. I have relatively a stable 9-to-5 job, but I have to take what I got, and in order to get what I want, I kind of have to go against those normal avenues that people typically go after. So that's why I even created this channel to begin with, to inspire the people, to attract like-minded people, because this path is lonely. This path is scary. It's there's a lot of uncertainty to it when you're trying to pave the way for your own life, to create your dream life, because it's not very common. I mean, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it, right? But that's why I've even started my own Discord community. If you want to join, it's really just a place for people to kind of like network, meet other like-minded people, people who are wanting to be different, to escape their 9-to-5, to live out their dreams. So if you do want to join the Discord, please go ahead and join the link below. We are small and growing. It's taking a little bit of time, but again, I just started this channel like not even a week ago, and we're already at like above 50 subscribers. So if you subscribed, thank you so much. And if you got to this point in the video, subscribe. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. But I just want to tell you guys, as a last note before I turn off this video, is if it feels lonely, I want you to embrace it. I want you to feel confident in your own intuition and plans that you have for yourself. Don't let anybody else bring you down and tell you that what you're doing isn't right, because I'm here to tell you, your dreams, things that you want, the goals you want to go after are there for a reason. That means you are meant to go after those things for yourself. So don't give up. Keep grinding, keep going. It's going to be hard, but embrace the process. We are in this together, and I'm hoping to make a community of people who are in the same position that I am, because since I've been making this channel, I realized there are a lot more people out there that want to grow and be different. So anyways, guys, this is the video. I will see you guys in the next one, and please be sure to connect with me on my other socials. I am a fitness content creator, so this is more like my business side of things. But anyways, I appreciate you tuning into the video, and be on the lookout for day 3 of me building a business. I do have a playlist on my channel. I have day 1 and day 2 in there. So if you do want to see my journey of building a business, please go ahead and check those videos out. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one, and hope you have a great day. Peace.